Dragon Ball is a famous story from Japan. It's full of action and adventure. The hero is a strong boy named Goku. He has a pure heart and, well, he just loves to fight. He goes on quests to find magical Dragon Balls. If you collect all 7, a dragon appears. This dragon grants one wish. Disney Pixar is a famous movie studio. They make movies like Toy Story and Finding Nemo. Their movies are full of color, magic, and emotion. They tell stories about friendship and family. What if these two worlds came together? It would be a very interesting mix. The action of Dragon Ball could meet the heart of a Pixar story. The main characters of Dragon Ball are really memorable. Goku is the main hero. He is a Saiyan, a powerful alien race, but he is kind and honestly a little silly. He just wants to become stronger and protect his friends. Bulma is a super smart scientist. She is brave and very funny. She builds amazing gadgets and vehicles. Then there is Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans. At first, he is a bad guy. He is very proud and wants to be the strongest. But over time, he learns to care about others. These characters are the core of Dragon Ball's long and exciting journey. Their relationships are just as important as their battles. Disney Pixar has a special way of telling stories. Their movies are for everyone, kids and adults. They use beautiful, colorful animation to create amazing worlds. Think of the ocean in Finding Nemo or the land of the dead in Coco. Pixar stories are always full of feeling. They can make you laugh one moment and cry the next. They teach important lessons about life. These lessons are about things like growing up, being a good friend, or believing in yourself. The stories are simple on the surface, but have deep meanings. This style is what makes Pixar movies so loved around the world. Akira Toriyama created Dragon Ball. His art style is very unique and dynamic. It is full of sharp lines and exciting action poses. His stories are often about adventure and getting stronger. The focus is on the thrill of the fight and the joy of discovery. Pixar's style is different. It is softer and rounder. The characters have big, expressive eyes that show every feeling. Pixar's stories are less about fighting and more about personal growth and relationships. Blending Toriyama's epic action with Pixar's emotional depth would create something totally new. It would be a Dragon Ball that feels both familiar and wonderfully surprising. If Pixar made Dragon Ball, the characters would change a little. Goku would still be our happy and powerful hero, but Pixar would show more of his feelings. We would see his inner struggles. Maybe he would feel lonely being the last of his kind on Earth for a long time. He would still love food and fighting, but his love for his friends would be the main focus. We would see more scenes of him just being a dad and a friend. His journey to become stronger would also be a journey to understand his own heart. He would learn that true strength comes from protecting the ones you love, not just winning a fight. Bulma would be an amazing Pixar character. She would be even more of a star. Her intelligence would be her superpower. Pixar would show her inventing incredible things. We would see her workshop, full of messy blueprints and half-finished gadgets. She would be the brains of the group, always coming up with a clever plan. Her friendship with Goku would be very important. She would be like a big sister to him, always looking out for him. Pixar would also show her courage. She does not have superpowers, but she faces giant dinosaurs and scary villains. She proves that you don't need to be a Saiyan to be a hero. Vegeta's story would be perfect for Pixar. His journey from villain to hero is full of emotion. Pixar would explore his pride and his pain. We would see why he is so angry and desperate to be the best. There would be quiet moments showing his difficult past on planet Vegeta. His relationship with Bulma and his son Trunks would be central to his change. We would see him slowly learn how to love and be part of a family. The moment he decides to fight for Earth instead of for himself would be a powerful, emotional scene. It would be a story about redemption and finding a new purpose. Other characters would also get the Pixar touch. Krillin, Goku's best friend, would have a bigger story. We would see his fears and how he overcomes them to help his friends. Master Roshi would still be a funny old master, but we would also see his wisdom and his love for his students. The bond between Piccolo and Gohan would be a beautiful story of an unlikely friendship. It would be like Carl and Russell from Up. Each character would have their own emotional journey. The story would be about a big, strange, and wonderful family of heroes who support each other through everything. The world of Dragon Ball would look incredible with Pixar animation. Imagine the landscapes. The vast green fields where Goku trains would be lush and vibrant. The colors would be bright and beautiful. West City, with its capsule-shaped buildings, would be a futuristic wonderland. It would look clean, creative, and full of life, kind of like the city in Monsters, Inc. The World Martial Arts Tournament area would be a grand stage. It would be full of cheering crowds with unique and funny designs. Every location, from Korin Tower to the hyperbolic time chamber, would feel magical and real. The world would invite you to explore it. The battles would be different too. They would still be exciting, but with a Pixar twist. The focus would be on the creativity of the fights, not just the power. The energy blasts, like the Kamehameha wave, would be stunning. They would glow with brilliant light and color, but Pixar would also add more humor to the action. Characters might use their environment in funny ways. A fight might be interrupted by a silly animal or a clumsy mistake. The scale would still be epic, with mountains crumbling and skies flashing. But the heart of the fight would be the characters' determination and their bonds with each other. Friendship and humor would shine even brighter in a Pixar version. The funny moments in Dragon Ball are already great. Think of Goku's big appetite or Master Roshi's silly antics. Pixar would make these moments even funnier. They are experts at physical comedy and witty dialogue. The relationships between the characters would be shown in many small, sweet scenes. We would see the Z-Fighters having a barbecue, playing games, or just talking. These moments would make the big, dramatic battles mean so much more. We would truly feel that they are a family, fighting to protect their home and each other. The magical elements would be breathtaking. The Dragon Balls themselves would look like precious jewels, glowing with an inner light. When Shenron the Dragon is summoned, it would be a spectacular event. The sky would turn dark, and the dragon would emerge from the balls in a swirl of golden light. He would be huge and awe-inspiring, but maybe also a little bit funny or grumpy, like a Pixar character. The magic would feel ancient and powerful. Flying on the flying Nimbus cloud would look like a dream. It would be a soft golden cloud that carries our heroes through beautiful sky-filled landscapes. A Pixar Dragon Ball would teach new lessons. The original story is about self-improvement and never giving up. Pixar would keep these themes, but they would add more lessons about teamwork and family. The story would show that you are strongest when you work together. It would teach that it is okay to ask for help. It would also explore the idea of what makes a family. Goku's family is not just his relatives. It includes all of his friends who support him. The movie would have a strong message about acceptance, as characters like Piccolo and Vegeta, who were once enemies, become part of the family. The main message might change from be the strongest to be your best self. Goku's goal would not just be to win every fight. It would be to protect the people he loves and to be a good person. The story would teach kids that true strength is not about how hard you can punch. It is about kindness, courage, and loyalty. It would show that everyone has their own kind of strength. Bulma is strong because she is smart. Krillin is strong because he is brave. The movie would celebrate all kinds of strengths and show that every person is valuable and important to the team. How would fans react to this? It is a difficult question. Many longtime fans love Dragon Ball for its intense action and epic fights. They love Akira Toriyama's unique style. Some might feel that a Pixar version is too soft or too different. They might miss the raw energy of the original. They might worry that the story would become too childish. These feelings are understandable. When you love something so much, it is hard to see it change. It is important to respect the original story that so many people grew up with. However, many fans might also love it. A Pixar version could bring this amazing world to a new generation of kids and families. It could introduce them to Goku, Bulma, and Vegeta for the first time. The beautiful animation and emotional storytelling could make people fall in love with Dragon Ball all over again. A story with so much heart and adventure is universal. A Pixar Dragon Ball would not replace the original. It would be a new way to celebrate it. It would be a tribute to a timeless tale, showing that the power of friendship and hope can be told in many wonderful ways.